I told him $500 to fix a bunch of panels damaged by bullets is a little bit ridiculous. I'd see him around. He says $400. I say $250. So what does he do? He's coming over by 2 o'clock this afternoon. Can you believe that? Dee?
Will you look at this? I slept 12 hours and I'm still in shock. Keep hearing those guns. I can't even dress myself.
Do you want me to help you?
No. I'm sorry, what'd you say about the carpenters?
I said they'll be over this afternoon. They're charging half the original estimate.
If only that would solve our problems. No, it won't.
It will, too. The walls are going to be good as new. I mean, if people come with magnifying glasses.
Right, if they come, that's what's scaring me. The whole world knows there was a gangland shooting at Delia's Crystal Palace in the park. Suppose we open for business and nobody comes.
Because they're scared it'll happen again?
Well, look how many times it's happened to me. The shooting at Ryan's, the other night with Tizo's car exploding, and then last night, I opened my beautiful glass doors to show off my beautiful terrace, and it happens again. Bobby, do you realize how many times I could have been dead?
Honey, I know that. You told me that.
I keep seeing it. Suppose the customers do and they stay away.
They won't. They're going to get curious. They're going to make reservations. As soon as they set foot in the old CP, they're going to be hooked. Honey, we got time.
Delia's Crystal Palace is where you get shot. Now, that's what would stick in my mind.
Yeah, but your mind is different than everybody's else. They'll forget. I mean, unless Tiso decides to pay a return visit, which isn't very likely. Honey, what are you in such a rush for? I told you the carpenters
Let's take a walk. Bobby, what if he does come around?
Oh, Dee.
No, I mean, really. What if Tiso loves the restaurant, it's his favorite, and he comes all the time?
Well, if anybody's going to get worried about getting shot at the Crystal Palace, it's got to be Novotny.
Well, Bobby, I can't turn him away. You know, I can't make him feel unwelcome.
You can't lock him out, but you can say to him that he's very bad for business. What are we worrying about anyway? The odds are Tiso is not going to live anyway.
Adam. Hi.
Hi.
What's the latest on Tiso?
Well, we're still trying to get him stabilized enough for surgery. It's not good.
How's his heart?
It's weakened. That hasn't helped. We had a little scare about 3 o'clock in the morning. Some pronounced irregularities, but it didn't last long. I don't know. It's the prognosis I've been giving everybody.
Too many questions, huh?
At least 2 per visitor, and he's had a steady stream.
Not Siobhan.
No, I haven't seen any of the Ryans. Say, maybe you can answer a few questions for me.
Well, sure. Sounds fair.
Who's George, the other wounded man?
George is special assistant, bodyguard to Tiso. Very loyal. He's out of danger, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, he's got an abdominal wound that must be excruciating, but he's already asked me when he can be discharged.
George is, tough.
It's my impression they're all tough. Now, you suppose they're related or what?
Who are they?
Well, the men who were here all night, the people sending all that fruit and flowers, and those guys who came in with... Those guys.
Joe. Oh, hi.
I was hoping to see you.
Oh?
Yeah, how's Tiso?
About the same.
Holding his own.
Seems to be, Jack. Well, I'm doing Brooklyn, I better
A
get...
couple of minutes, no longer.
You're talking like a reporter. I can't give an interview. Sorry.
I wasn't going to ask you. It was Tiso that I had on my mind.
I'm afraid he's not up to it.
Of course not. I wouldn't consider questioning him now.
Good.
But if he has a statement that he'd like to make, I can guarantee that he'll be quoted accurately. He's had such bad press.
You'd give the other side of the picture, something like that?
I'd give a balanced story, Joe. You know my work.
Sure. But Tizo has no statement.
Okay. I assume he's conscious and talking to you at least.
Oh, yeah.
Could you make a statement on his behalf?
All I have to say to you is no comment.
Your uncle in agreement on that?
My uncle's an old, sick man who was shot for minding his own business. Write about the cowards who did that. Track them down. They're out there running for their lives while he's in there fighting for his.
You, must be carrying a lot right now.
I am. Well, Brooklyn calls.
Do you know who shot him? Did he see?
No, we have no idea. So long.
He sure is different than when I met him at Ryan's.
Yeah, I don't know that, Joe. Tell me about those guys you mentioned, the ones that were here all night.
It was very strange. A lot of coming and going, consulting, sort of. Oh, I don't know.
Did they go in to see Tizo?
Well, a couple did. They came very late, after midnight. The rest just sat around and talked. Sometimes one-on-one, sometimes a few. They did not behave like family.
How did they behave?
Sort of like they were doing business, only very confidential. Hushed voices. And they stopped talking when I walked by. I walked by 3 times just to test them.
You did?
Yeah. I'm very curious about people. I couldn't resist.
And every time you came by, the conversation stopped?
Inevitably.
Did, Joe have any part in that?
Not much. He spent most of the time with his uncle.
What about the late visitors? Did they come together?
No. Each of them went in with Joe, stayed a little while, and left.
And they didn't talk to the other guy?
No, just Joe. I tell you, it was not your typical hospital vigil.
No. No, I can imagine.
It's over, Seneca. Your affair with Kimberly is ended.
Excuse me, Ray, I'm busy.
You stayed in my apartment this morning against my wishes. Now it's my turn.
Kim lives there, too. I arrived with her. I did not stay.
All right. The fact is that after you left, we came to an agreement, and your affair with her is over. Now, if you're quite clear on that, I will leave.
She made no such agreement.
Oh, of course. Of course she phoned you. Well, whatever lies the child told you, the fact is that
You
we
make
talked
such
about
a
it.
snap judgment on her. You automatically assume that she has deceived you. And you persist in calling her a child.
That's because I think of her in terms of emotional development as opposed to physical development.
Get out.
Oh, dear. Did I offend you?
Get the hell out of here. You have done such damage to that child.
I have. You seduced her, and I could destroy you for that.
You undermine her right and left. Anytime she shows any kind of independence, or confidence, or assertiveness, you just slap her down like that. You know, she has some insights on you that are dead on. She started telling you about them. Did you listen to that before I left?
I do not need Kimberly's insights. What I need from Kimberly is a little bit of obedience and
What you
respect.
need is you need her to grovel at your feet, lick your boots, and call you wonderful. Oh, yes, and block the truth from you. Otherwise, you'd have to see this incredible hostility that you have for her. And then you'd have to hate yourself even more than you do.
I don't hate myself, nor do I hate Kimberly. That's an emotion I save for a select few. You're one of them.
For what? For seducing your child? It's nonsense. She would need my support if you gave her anything else besides money and contempt. As it is, we're together for a while, and it's damn good on both sides, and you can butt out. We'll end it when we decide to end it. Goodbye.
You don't seem to understand, Seneca. I'm prepared to make your life hell.
I'm not Frank Ryan, you know. You can't touch me.
Oh, really? By tonight, I will have reported you to the chairman of the board here, the administrative head of the hospital, the editor of my newspaper, and the news director of my television stations.
And name your child is my lover?
I don't have to do that. I can keep her name out of it. I am that powerful.
Well, sounds like a busy afternoon. Enjoy.
You know, you will not be laughing when you find yourself barred from every hospital staff in the country.
You know, this may be difficult for you to understand, but I am what is called an eminent scientist, a Boland Award winner. Source of pride and funding for any institution with which I happen to be associated. The Riverside Hospital hustled to get me. They'll kill to keep me. But if they don't, so what? I can go anywhere I want. Now, you bar me from Woodard Publications. That's really the only place you'll ever be able to.
I warn you, you are cutting your own throat.
Your threats are pathetic. They work with Kim because she has this thing about loving her mother. They don't work with me. Now, I told you to get out of here.
And I am going. I meant what I said, Seneca.
Likewise.
No matter how you may deny it, my friend, you are vulnerable. Stay away from her.
What am I gonna do? Tizo's my partner, and the money. If he dies, I'll just use up all the money in the account and close in 3 months. If he lives, I'll close anyway, because who wants to eat in a restaurant with gangsters? Ones they're shooting at anyway. Oh, Albert, what am I to do? You're the only one I can talk to. Do you know that?
Hey, you. Nobody's allowed back here.
Oh, I'm
You
dealing...
know there's a law against bothering the animals. I could call a cop.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm Albert's friend. I visit him all the time. You can ask Owen.
Look, lady, I'm in charge of this gorilla. If you mean Owen Douglas, he's gone.
No, he's going to a zoo in Ulster County, but he hasn't left yet.
Yeah.
Why?
Some came up. I couldn't say what. But I'm looking after things temporarily because the new guy's not here yet. And you belong out front.
Well, I can't believe that he didn't say goodbye. Oh, Albert, you must feel terrible.
Hey, get your hands off there.
It's all right. I'm not afraid of him. See, I'm the one that got him to first sign, you know, Banana. Owen said he was going to tell you about me. Delia Coleridge.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, get back. Get back.
Hey, don't poke at him like that. Albert, it's all right. It's all right. Don't be afraid,
Look,
baby.
I'm just here temporarily until the new curator of primates arrives. Now, they didn't tell me anything about you, but they did tell me the rules. And you can't come back here anymore. And you sure can't get in my way when I'm handling the ape. And I'll treat him like a gorilla should be treated.
But Albert's different, really. He's very bright. Owen found him in Africa. His mother had just died, and Owen brought him to the United States, and he's been raising him and teaching him sign language. And just the other day...
Oh, let's go. Come on.
No, really, listen to this, or you're not going to understand about Albert. He's going to be very upset when he realizes that Owen's gone. He may even sense it already. And this comes on top of Victoria being sent to the Staten Island Zoo. She was his mate, and one day she just decided she didn't like him anymore, so he's very depressed and angry, and if you poke at him with that and yell at him, you're just going to make it worse. Look, let me give him a banana, really, and I'll show you how special he is.
You're not allowed to feed him.
I know. Just trust me. Come on, Albert. Albert, you want a banana? That's right. Ask for a banana. He's scared.
He's dumb. He's an animal. This is how you give him a banana. Let's go.
Albert, I'll be back.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I'm light on my feet.
Yeah,
I thought I'd come home for lunch, see if I could catch Joe, but he's not over at the hospital.
He was. You just missed him.
Oh. How is he? How's Tizo?
Joe's fine, and Tiso's the same.
Hey, maybe he's over at Greenberg's. I think if I go over there now, maybe I could just catch him.
Siobhan, he's gone to Brooklyn.
What? Are you sure? Oh, damn. You know, he's feeling so bad. You should have seen him this morning. He practically broke down.
Well, he's got himself in hand now.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's got to manage those boats and be available to them out at the harbor side if they need him. You know, now that Tizo's critical, you think there'd be no reason for these men to go after Joe. I should be much less frightened, but I'm more.
Siobhan, I want to talk to you.
Talk. Suspense is killing me. What is it?
About Tiso and Joe. People I've seen, what I've heard, and some stuff Adam Cohn told me, it's all coming together. Would you go over the steps with me? It would help.
What steps?
All the explanations that don't hold water, one after the other, starting with Tiso being retired. I can't seem to make them add up.
Well, that's a lie. We all seem to agree there's no way around that.
In the story about the attacks on Tiso, that an old enemy settling an old score, now that's impossible.
It's a gang war about who controls the narcotics market. That's what the papers say.
Yeah, but not what Tiso and Joe say.
No. Look, Jack, if we're going to be here adding up lies, it could take all day. Joe has never believed that Tizo was retired. He knew all along what Tizo did, even the details, I suspect. I'm not so naive about that anymore. But I told him I hated his dishonesty, but that I love him and trust. What are you leading up to?
Trust? What?
You know, the fact that Joe's not in line to take over for Tizo.
I think he is. That's what came together at the hospital.
How?
Way he acted. What Adam Cohen told me. Siobhan and I saw him come out of Tizo's room with 4 bodyguards. The blue jeans were gone. He's not the same in a dark suit. He's not the same, Siobhan.
What did he say?
Nothing important. It was the manner. He was polite, reserved, in charge. He's the boss.
No, it can't happen just like that.
At least while Tizo's down.
He was here just this morning. He was in tears. He was holding my hand, Jack. He would have told me.
Would he? Adam Cohen said that there was practically a convention of guys in dark suits at the hospital. They're coming and going all night. Long conversations and hushed voices. Joe took a couple of them, select ones, in to see Tiso. They weren't discussing his health. They were taking care of crucial business.
Well, when he left here this morning, Daddy said we'd find out soon.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to believe this, Jack. If he really is involved with these people, I mean, if he's actually giving orders, how do I live with him?
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. All new Wednesday at 10, only on SoapNet.